Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 9 of the Adoption Pod. We made it. We're getting
Caught
so
me taking
close.
a selfie.
Well, I got you. So,
okay.
we're close to episode 10. Next week will be episode 10. So I think we kind of I volunteered us to maybe do a giveaway for episode 10. So, what do you think of that? I don't know. I'm down for whatever. Let's give away some Nefty or something.
Some what?
Some Nefty. Maybe I can
maybe
get
Nefty, or I found a ledger that I never opened that I got it was just a swag bag at a crypto event, and it's been in my closet. It's a Ledger Nano for like a year, and I already have one, so I just never did anything with it. So what about I can give someone a ledger?
Dude, that's awesome. After that whole hack that we just had, the whole scare with all the wallets and every chain is at risk. I couldn't think of a better thing to give away. Absolutely.
I had a really hard time getting. You haven't even retweeted our podcast yet, have you? I had a really hard time getting. I forgot what I was going to say. I got to message Javi. I'm doing too many things at once, Mike. I need you to make me focus. You talk about the news and funny stuff, and I'm going to do the retweeting and make sure you're retweeting.
All right, so let's. I don't have a whole lot of news. It was just this one thing that kind of stood out for me. I think you're gonna get a laugh of it too. I think it was. Let me find it. Makes another country's making a Bitcoin reserve.
Who?
I'll show you in just 1 second because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Here we go.
What's the surprise?
Okay. Let's go to see if I can switch our scene to news.
Okay. Tweet the link.
All right, browser. There we go. Where is it?
Post video.
There it is. Boom. Okay. So we have some breaking news from the world or the country Kazakhstan. Wow,
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan makes Bitcoin reserve. Now
No
Borat is
way.
getting into Bitcoin. All you
Big
plebs.
news.
Yes. Kazakhstan, #1 diamond holders. Diamond hands, hello.
There's no way. This is a
Absolutely.
joke. Are you
Kazakhstan
pranking?
president calls for national crypto reserve. Digital ads. Wow, we are Kazakhstan, #1 country coming up.
Gee, I thought that wasn't even a real country. I thought
I thought it was part of the
movie.
movie, right? I thought so too until after the movie. Of course, you got to Google it. Oh
That's
man, so they're making a Bitcoin reserve, and I only wonder why a country like Kazakhstan is doing it in Canada. Like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Come on. So what I would have loved to do is actually get like a Borat. So I was looking at a Borat costume to try to get for the show to do this segment. I looked on Google or Amazon, and the only thing I swear, you type in Borat costume, you know what comes up? The mankini. That's the only thing came up. So I wasn't about to wear a mankini on stream.
I think you should.
For this
Why
new
not?
segment. Oh God, no! I don't have that kind of confidence.
For the culture. Give it a few years, Mike. You'll be doing the most.
Oh my God.
I've worn some of the dumbest outfits to crypto events that I I gratefully don't have too many photos of them or have deleted them, and hopefully no one else. I would be. You always worry if you like grow as a creator and stuff. Like, I wonder if people have like ugly looking, embarrassing pictures of me from like years gone past of crypto conferences. You know, like when Star Platinum does his like, oh, do you remember what's his name now? Well, like here's the history of whatever. And like, what if he goes back and finds like ugly pictures of me and is like,
It's funny. I remember when at the Bitcoin conference there was I saw in it was in the group chat of all the influencers, someone was paying like an offered job to like, go to the Bitcoin conference and dress up as like a Bitcoin, like a mascot for like a couple hours at a private event. They're paying like
how much do they pay you?
it was like a couple, I think it was a couple $100 for like a couple hours. Honestly, it wasn't bad. Honestly, if I wasn't like trying to network and like all that, I would have done it. But it looked so fun. So I was telling like people that in my like community that were like didn't have tickets to the conference. They're like paying for your like your ticket to get to the conference and everything for that. I said,
Yeah.
hey, if you need a job and you want to get a free ticket to the Bitcoin conference, here you go. So note to self, Bitcoin conference in Vegas 2026. The same thing might happen. You gotta come out. You gotta come out
Yeah.
to 2026 BTC. That was a vibe.
Is it Vegas?
It's Vegas again. It's gonna be a good time. Brooke was there. Brooke, we met at the Pizza Ninjas
Yeah,
party, which is awesome.
that's right.
Pizza Ninjas party, and I became a wizard at the Taproot Wizards party. I had a whole
I
I wore the whole hat and
saw the
everything.
get up.
That was
Pretty
actually
lit.
pretty
Who was
cool.
my good vibes club hoodie?
Hell yeah! Honestly, I would love to see Good Vibes. Like the venue they had was a little small to do like kind of what everybody else did, but like I feel like the Good Vibes in Vegas, you can if you had enough
Yeah,
space, make it like a beach theme. That'd be sick. Even get
we
some
should reach
sand.
out to them and try to get them back on the show for a
Oh my
live
god!
show.
I just thought of something. Beach volleyball for Good Vibes Club. That'd be sick. Okay, can someone
Perfect.
pay me to like organize events for crypto? Like I would love that.
I'm sure
Hell yeah.
Jen Facino does it. That's her entire. I mean, she does all the big cool events.
Yeah, but
that you've
she's
ever
really
been.
smart.
Yeah, you do have to be really smart and know like literally everybody in the world and be able to get those people to do anything you want them to do. She's perhaps the most powerful woman in crypto. Like,
Yeah, and I'm just a noob wearing a
know,
cocky new shirt on the internet. Like, come on.
I'm talking to a new partner, a Dex partner. That's an old friend of mine, and we're talking about like onboarding strategies. And I was talking about Coquino. I was like, some people have had success getting people to, move Coquino over to the platform. I was like, we could do a campaign like hold your cock on VDEX and
Dude, I've been actually waiting for the hockey season to get back into the sports betting. To get back into it was Cockbook, right?
Yeah.
I think it starts October like 13th. I think the season starts. So I'm gonna be betting pretty much as I can there. And we know how prediction markets are in crypto right now. They're the hottest
I
thing.
know.
So that'll
You
be
gotta get you gotta hook up with Ben. He's been winning all of his football bets, like thousands
is
of
he a football
dollars.
guy? I thought
He's a football guy. So you
okay.
guys can team up and like
With our powers
provide coverage.
combined. Honestly, I don't know shit about football. Nothing.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect. Well, I know about football. I just don't know like what team's good, what team's bad. I don't follow it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll give him my hockey takes, and he gives me his football takes, and together we will grow our portfolios right in October, which is awesome because that's when like peak bull cycle frenzy may come. That's the start of Q1, which is October 1st. Put that note in your
Somebody
calendar.
told me that there's going to be one more pump and done.
Oh yeah,
A one pump chump
we
is
have
coming.
so much shit to go through today in the charts. It's as I was actually looking at today. I'm like, my God, there's so much to talk about today. Like, so many coins. I'm in so many
Yeah.
trades. This is probably the most
Well,
trades I've been in one shot.
Javi has not. I sent him the link earlier. I think you retweeted it. Wait, what account am I in? What? I thought I had more messages to him. Did I not send him other messages? But I just texted him. We're live. Maybe I didn't text him earlier.
Oh my
I said we're
goodness.
live. Need the link.
So
Maybe I texted.
hit him up with the link. I will talk about
Yeah.
something else because I want to bring this actually just came out today.
Okay.
There's something going on in Poland right now. I think it was Russian drones enter Poland's airspace. And I kind
Oh,
of
really?
wonder if that's what's kind of leading to a little dip that we're having right now.
We're
Uh,
having a dip.
UK's Air
Is
Force
my
has.
what's going on with my chain link, Mike?
I know, I know. It's probably this. Ukraine's Air Force has warned that Russian drones have
Totally don't.
entered airspace of Poland. So, again, this may just be some fear
Yeah.
mongering. I don't like. I don't know. I'm
Well,
not
I'm
like.
only down 20 on my perps trade, but I'm up 700 on gambling tonight.
Hell yeah.
So
Can you
I
imagine?
don't even care. But I'm gonna lose that 700 probably after the show. I'm just gonna go rage gamble. I was sharing with Mike before the show. I got dumped by someone I wasn't even really dating essentially tonight. So good vibes all around. I went and rage gambled on ToshiBet. Shout out to ToshiBet. Like, everyone knows I lost my main account. Like, we're rebuilding this one and rebuilding our reach for the show. And they totally could have canceled me. Like it was hard for them to justify not canceling my contract, but they're like, you know what, we're the casino of the crypto community, and just that type of, I mean, that's what we were talking to Doran about last week, what led to their success, right? Like putting the community first, being inclusive, actually caring about those users. And that's the big difference. I was hoping to talk to Javi if he doesn't make it tonight about his thoughts on Kaido, because he's very, very bullish and he's someone who's done very well on the platform. So I, curious to hear his thoughts on that, because he's also done an excellent job with the community, and they both use Kaido and they both kind of have different opinions of it. So I think that's pretty interesting.
So he's not here. So I'll ask you because you probably know more about it than me. What is the Billions Network? What is the community? Is it like kind of like the Kaidos trying to get people to converse, make really good replies and
No,
stuff like that, or
so identity layer. So do you remember when WorldCoin came out a couple years ago and everybody was freaked out? They're like, we are not saving our eyeballs. That's trash. So I was talking to a VC. I cannot remember from where, at the last conference I went to, whichever one that one was. What was the last conference I went to? Why does everything blur
New
together?
York, NY,
New York.
NYC? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking to him about that, and oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. I'm a mess tonight. I got dumped, so I'll have to excuse me. What was I talking about before that?
You're talking about conference you went to and the identity something with
Okay,
WorldCoin.
oh yeah, so he said at these parties, oh, it was Daniel. It wasn't a VC, it was Daniel Killeen.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so and he was talking about how he would go to those bougie parties in New York and WorldCoin would set up like the ball for people to come scan their, just like events with celebrities and all these people. He's like, it blew my mind. People just kept walking up. They're like, dude, I just got $10 to get my eyeballs scanned. Like, you're
Dance
just
puppet dance.
just giving your data away. So this is a different take on having that identity layer for the internet, because there are bot problems everywhere across every industry. And Doran made a really good point last week when he said, because I had never thought of that. Like, we've all been miserableified by socialfi in some ways, and in some ways it's good. But the meta before that was, quote, retweet, tag 75 friends, spin around in circles on your head 10 times and send us $100 and you might have a chance to win 10. Like, and it would, spam, and zero value, zero educational knowledge. And so, I think InfoFi is it is a better iteration of that. It's not perfect.
No. Now you're getting AI slop. Like, that's the other problem. Again, everything new is going to have its growing pains, right? There's going to be, until we figure out how to properly filter out and value
that's the
organic content, then you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's the Billions Network. So I'm assuming that they will integrate with platforms like Kaido, platforms like Mindo AI, any of the platforms that are doing rewards. You have to verify. There's two ways to verify. You can just verify humanity with a photo and a couple different things. And then also you can be like double verified with a copy of your passport. They do not hold any of that information. It's like, I'm not a technical person and I'm not a representative of the company, so I could be butchering it. This is the way I understand it. They don't hold that, but they basically hold a token that says, yes, this person has passed verification. That person then is represented with either a badge or something to that effect, which allows them access onto these platforms. So my thought is that Kaido's, they're having a hard problem solving, the issues with their issue, making the algo fair, getting the AI slop out of there, getting the people that are just gaming the system and it's supposed to be a system that rewards people with an audience and with motion to try, it encourages people to promote their products. It's not like a even playing field free for all. So if you're new, you're going to have to work your way up.
It's like a new type of a marketing, essentially, that everybody has access to, that can grow, but you actually got to put the good stuff out. But I have noticed, like, on a lot of comments, even on my timeline, that it's like the same comment. It's the same wording, just like a couple things added to the end. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. And it's weird because some of these accounts are like, usually I go to the check if it's a bot, and then usually a bot will have like 2 followers or not following anybody I'm following, which is
but I don't want to waste my time checking it.
I know.
And then the AIs and the algos that try to pull the content, people just learn how to game it. Mm-hmm. You can have your chat GPT, you can sit there and argue with it to make it sound like it's not written like a human, or like it's, and it like doesn't want to, right? Like, it wants to be identifiable. Like, that's part of, I think, its training is, we can, I'm not super educated on that. Probably shouldn't talk about it, but there's distinctions and there's things like clues, I think, that people can identify, but people just game that all the time, and you can consistently game it. So if there's a verification layer before you're eligible to earn rewards on this platform, where your information is secure, there's a party holding the information, or not holding, but that has verified the information, provides either a token or some kind of, protocol that attaches to your Twitter and your other profiles on other social media platforms, and it verifies you as an authentic user human. My view is, in the future, all AI generated content, especially videos, is probably going to need to be flagged as such.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's better and better. It's harder and harder to the world could blow itself up with. I don't know if you've seen that movie Mountainhead, where the tech guy invents an AI platform and it's so realistic, and then he releases it, and people in third world countries are generating videos of babies being slaughtered, and to incite wars between,
Oh my
like
god, that's crazy.
there's really scary consequences to
I
AI.
almost wonder, like, if you, like, on the other foot, if AI becomes like everything, like AI just keeps putting out everything, it gets really really good. Um, if it gets to a point where there's so much AI where human creativity actually stands out even more, because there's so much
Mhm.
AI stuff that when a human comes out, it's so different that it stands out. Like right now, it's kind of like you
AI
can know it.
learns along with you.
Yeah, but I don't. But the thing is, it can learn with you, but it can only emulate a human feeling. It can't portray that through text the way we feel it, because people feel things and they will describe, and that's like writing is also a form of art of how people express themselves. I don't think an AI will ever be able to express itself, so it only can copy and paste and emulate a feeling, but it doesn't know how to write and maybe express the words properly. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. I could be totally wrong, but that's,
Yeah.
because again, I also look at like what's going to be more valuable. It's going to be human, creativity and whatnot, and through, maybe art or this or whatever. And
Yeah.
writing is art, right? So, and again, that because you took like linguistics in school, right? So you probably know more than I would when it comes to that, if AI can do that, because I feel like AI's right now is
I
too
don't think it
proper.
can. I mean, I think that's why I'm able to grow Twitter accounts so successfully, is that
Mhm.
I spent so much time in writing courses that it's second nature, and I wrote fiction so I can adopt different voices for different things. I mean, it's people made fun of me back in the day. They're like, that is the most useless degree. And I had an offer to teach at the university where I got my master's, Queen's University, and that was the year my sister passed away. So I left. I actually didn't even finish my thesis. So I don't
Yeah.
technically have it. I ended up, I had a rough year after that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's and that's what like, kind of things that I wonder when it comes to AI. I feel like, through the way humans interact with each other, we can connect to another person. Where I don't know if AI is gonna be able to connect to a person. I think people will connect with AI because they're missing something in their life to connect to other humans. But
Mhm.
I don't know if an AI is gonna be able to connect. Like, you ever watch that movie Her with Walking Phoenix?
Who?
It's called Her, and it's
Oh
Walking
yeah,
Phoenix.
where
Yeah,
he
you
plays
falls in
the
love with it.
scary.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know if AI is going to get to that point, or maybe it will, and people will connect to it, and it can seem like it's falling in love with you,
yeah,
but it's just serving you. It's not like a real relationship has like a baggage and problems. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
That's what like,
I
that's
will.
kind of where the movie goes on another tangent, because she becomes more sentient and you know all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I do wonder about that. And when I think like so, movies obviously have for years used a lot of AI generated and what's it, GCI or whatever effects, and like I still connect to those characters, even if they barely look like them real self, like their real selves, like characters that put on like Alien, but you can kind of see in the eyes, and then
Yeah,
the actor, and there's that connection. But when there's like extras who, or maybe not even extras, but just not main characters that are recognizable actors that you feel that connection to, I do struggle to connect or have an emotional response to the movie. It might still be entertaining, but it doesn't pull
yeah,
those same heartstrings or get your heart racing the same way. It's not real. You can't suspend disbelief for, it's not
exactly.
good enough to do that.
That's actually one of the things I always say when someone's like watching a movie or series. I hate that guy. Like, I hate that. Like, you have like your acting is so good to be able to pull that emotion out of you for you to hate a fictional character
Yeah.
with that
It's like everyone
strongly.
on Twitter. Yeah, everyone's so mad at all of us on Twitter. I'm okay, just me, I guess.
I
Just
don't know.
acting, man. The world's a stage. Shakespeare said it in the 1700s. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women mere players. And I think he saw that in the courts, and just the way everything was so built around falsities and social climbing. And I like social climbing slash politicians is like there's probably a lot of overlap in personality types between crypto Twitter personalities,
Mhm.
and probably influencers in general, and then those groups, right? Courtesans who are trying to work their way up, politicians who are
Oh my
trying to
god.
rally support. because that's how you compete, is by growing.
You want to
We're
hear
raising armies.
you want to hear the Canadian crazy politics that's going on right now? Okay, this is like we've reached a whole level, another level of stupid here. It's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing these days
Yeah.
to be Canadian. We used to be like the ones who are like, hey, we're the smart ones, and
Well,
it's
we're
not
not doing
anymore.
so good over here either. It's a whole,
Okay,
it's a continent-wide problem.
so in Canada, apparently, according to new studies, eating sugary foods and ice cream is leading or causing global warming. I couldn't believe it when I read it, honestly. I was like, we've reached like peak
What,
fucking
can you
idiocy.
explain the logic of that argument?
Okay, I gotta pull this up because it's just so fucking
Eating
stupid.
ice cream, is it because you're taking more
Uh,
cold things out of the orbit and making it
Eating
warm?
sugar and cream leading to global warming.
Bro, like, what if we stopped making ice cream? What if ice cream was never invented? Would we have global warming?
I can't fucking believe this. Global warming linked to consumption of sugary drinks, ice cream, in new research. So you're monster, like you're killing the planet. You're absolutely fucking killing the planet.
Don't you come at my monsters like that.
Oh my
Here's,
god! And
I am
all
an
you kids
army.
chasing the ice cream truck, you're killing the planet.
I would say that I'm going to get to America to go to war with Canada, but RFK Jr. is totally going to side with you guys, and he's probably the one who gave you the idea.
Dude, I can't with this. It's just like, what are you trying? Like, what are you doing? Like, first of all, like, I don't know. It's just other countries, like Canada's one of the cleanest countries in the world when it comes to like how green we are. And you
Yeah.
actually, I saw this one. This guy did a math breakdown, and look, at math is everything, guys.
You guys are really classy and like hunt and like do a lot of nature things, right? It's just
Yeah,
all trees
out
up
west.
there.
I'm in an urban area. I'm by Toronto, so Toronto's not really
Gotcha.
not going hunting in Toronto. Probably getting hunted in Toronto. But so there's this like little math guide this guy did how many trees are in Canada. So he's like, okay, well, Canada, they're complaining we have global warming and our carbon footprint, yada yada yada. So he's like, okay, we have this. Each tree can take this much carbon out of the atmosphere. So we calculate how many trees are in Canada, and by the math, well, how much carbon one tree can dissipate from the atmosphere, and you count all the trees in Canada, we're actually negative when it comes to carbon emissions. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to, maybe they're
Some of it's control, you know,
it
like
is. It's
scare tactics. We want to control your behavior.
I
I
feel
think
bad for
if
the
we
person
were
that's sitting at
honest,
home. Is like, oh my god, I gotta stop eating ice cream. Like, or maybe I
I
shouldn't
think
feel bad. I don't know.
there's just been so much deception by governments from the beginning of the formation of governments, and they have to do it to maintain power. You could not tell the truth all the time and stay in power.
You're right, but
And
be
people,
creative.
I mean, make it kind of believable, right?
Like,
Like,
I don't know.
oh,
Like,
there's no Epstein file list.
like you're
What?
sitting at the
No.
you're sitting at the table. Like, how can we control the people? I don't know. Ice cream. like what are you smoking? Maybe see, this is what happens. Weed became legal in Canada, and it's all been downhill ever since. So they're smoking pot in Parliament, and and they're just eating munchies. I'm like, yo, you know what? This is bad for the environment, man.
This guy that I hate loves ice cream, and I just really
do
want to
I.
fuck with him. So, like, let's make it illegal. Like, that's how, that's how little, because people are personalities, man. And like, some of us live by principles, and we all vary and wave, and sometimes we're better than others, and sometimes we're not. But I think I even notice it growing as an influencer. Sometimes the things that you once believed were important when you were smaller, you're zoomed out a little more. So like, yes, I can see why this is affecting you, but we can't fix that out here in a way that doesn't affect a bunch of people in a more negative way. So people can only see from like the perspective they have. And I think just getting more involved with news sources and emerging industries and some of the problems that we're trying to solve here, you know,
There's
we're
no per
becoming very
there's no
aware.
perfect though. That's the thing. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Newton's law. I believe it's Newton's law. It's like for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And unfortunately,
Where
some
did you
people.
mind breaking stuff? I've never heard that before, Mike.
You've never heard that before? So yeah,
I
so,
have.
so that's why you never have perfect, because there's always another reaction, a give and
Yeah.
a take, and
Well, that's what keeps things
somebody's
in
getting
motion.
affected, and that's why nobody's ever happy, because no matter
Yeah.
what happens, somebody else is going to get affected negatively, right? Like it's
Yeah.
just
Well, that would stop all motion, right? If everybody just got perfectly content and there was no friction, like friction leads to growth and
yeah,
movement.
absolutely.
Like
I mean,
I would sit around my house all the time. If I could find a way to just be as happy here as,
but you won't be.
like
That's the thing. You won't be here just sedentary and doing nothing. You won't be
on
happy.
my, I'm going to put on my little laser
Billions.
glasses and they're going to have a bodysuit that makes it feel just like I'm going to be one of the little pods in the Matrix.
Oh man,
I'll be as happy as a clam.
I would love. I don't know if you ever watched The Simpsons and you saw Marge had like a. It was like a hot tub suit. You'd wear the suit and you're in the hot tub. Like that'd be cool. Just sit on the couch in a hot tub. All right,
That does not sound
I don't know if
nice at
Javi's
all.
coming. So should we just just go through the
Yeah,
charts?
no, let's jump into the charts because I know we have a lot. Like, he's running one of the, I think they're number one on the Kaido leaderboard. No hate. I admit, like, we'll just get it back on again when it's a little more convenient. I think next week, who do we invite on? Oh, we have Maurice from Hello Labs coming on, and they're going to talk about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So they do the Killer Whale show.
I do. I know them.
I
Yes.
think they're filming for season 3 of that. They do a lot of spaces, huge KOL network. So really excited to have him on. I recently joined as an ambassador for them. It's just a really good group of people. So that'll be a good show. And then maybe we could get Javi on when things slow down for them a little bit. But
Yeah.
kudos
No worries. It's all good.
to Billions Network, Gabillions, to everyone who tuned in to see him. Very, very, apologies. And we will get him back on here for you again soon. But let's hop into some charts.
Lots
I'm
to go
going to
through.
vaguely listen and gamble
All
while
right.
you do that.
You do your thing.
But I'm
I
also
will.
watching.
Yeah, you gotta watch because we got some trades.
And I'm
Coming
going
up.
to be bragging when I win.
So let's start off with trades that I'm in right now. So I'm in. So on weeks I'm on 3 trades. I as soon as DeFi app gets Android, I can get into trades a lot quicker. Right now, I can just when I'm at work, it's just so much easier to get
I
into
know.
a
My
trade
Solana phone
on
that
weeks.
just came today is an Android. I've been
Oh,
tricked.
oh, it's an. Oh, you didn't know it was Android?
No.
I just watched an
Telling it.
interview with Anthony Pompliano with the guy from Solana and talking about the phone and all that. It was really cool stuff, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you posted that, I looked online to see how much it was. I was thinking about getting one, maybe
I
after the
think I
bull
paid
market.
$450. But the only reason I did that is because the Solana Seeker 1 came with a $600 airdrop.
Oh, nice.
And it was like $400. So I'm hoping, I mean, it'll depend on the market. And if not, I'll probably resell it because, sorry, Androids are for poors.
Androids for
I mean, you
high,
guys are
high
the
IQ
last
individuals.
ones. You're the last ones to get the home app mobile. So
It's funny though. Like usually we're the first, which is so funny. But hey, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? So until then, we'll so the cool thing, what I've been doing is I've been using 2 different exchanges. So I'll get my trades in one exchange, and then if the price dumps, I get a better entry price on the other one. So that's what I've been using DeFi app for actually my better entries. So as you can see here, like my Ethereum trade on weeks is in the red. We're down 8.61%, but I got a better entry in on the DeFi app. So I'm my entry price here was 43.26, and I believe I got in at 42.98 on DeFi app. But my Solana trade that I give you, you guys, if not in the Telegram, you guys got to get in the Telegram because I've been giving trades.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been giving some pretty good ones. They've kind of
trades
rolled
I will-
over, but they have been in profit significantly. So you gotta find out when you can take profits, or you gotta be in a bigger trade to be able to let it wiggle. And this is kind of what I'm doing now. I'm trading the daily charts on Solana and VeChain, so I expect to probably hold this for like a month. So my Solana trade up 80% right now, and my VeChain trade up 37%. We were up 80%, but we're up 37% because we've had a little bit of a market correction right now. DeFi app, I have my ETH trade. We're up 4.72%, and the Link trade 4.8%. So you're still in the green if you took my calls. Let's take a look at the markets and see what's going on. We had some negative
Let me
news
get
come
my
out.
price.
Pardon me?
Well, how am I doing I'm going to my DeFi if I got to see what I'm at now. Up $700 in gambling.
There we go.
Down. Oh, my DeFi app is glitching. I think they're doing an update right now.
Did you get in after my call? You should be up in the link trade. If I'm up, you should be
Yeah.
up.
So I was in the dip. Yeah, I'm up $1.42.
Boom, you're good.
No, I
Yeah.
think I'm up like $20 total because I took some money out to rage gamble earlier.
Okay. Well, these are trades you're probably going to hold on for a little while. So let's look at these trades real quick. So let's
Okay.
jump into Link. So Link was one I was waiting for. I was tracking this falling wedge. I missed it, and it didn't pump out and it broke out. So I kind of waited for the pullback. We're kind of floating around. We're just above my entry price, so like not huge in the profits right now. But it did break out, and we're kind of going sideways. So this is kind of what I've been playing. The daily stochastic RSI. Now, if you guys notice, I did add some more indicators to my chart, so I'll go through them in a second. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we have the MACD, we have the stochastic RSI, the RSI, and the VRVP. VRVP is volume index, and the MACD, I believe, kind of uses the stochastic and the RSI together. It basically just shows buying pressure and selling pressure. So you can see the waves when buying pressure kind of slows and then selling pressure starts to kick in. And so you kind of follow the momentum a little bit better. So what I have here is like a bull flag, essentially, or a falling wedge. We can call this a falling wedge on Link. It did break out. The selling. This is why I got in, because I saw the selling pressure kind of dwindling here. I saw the daily stochastic RSI curling up, and now we're just coming. Actually, I caught it in. It was still at the bottom. I got in a little early, and it's curling up now. So we have a lot of room to go on the daily. And again, the RSI is also curling up. Right now, we're struggling right here. This is a VRVP. So what usually happens if you were going to dump, for example, you would dump into a gap. So there's a little gap here. If we fall through this gap, there's not much of volume here. So the next stop would be here. Vice versa, there's also volatility gaps here. So we got to fight through this level here. So probably the $23, $24 level, and then we can probably jump right up to $25. So this is kind of where it might stop. The buyers and sellers, you're seeing the two different color candles. Did you win?
No, I'm winning a lot. I just put it on. Oh no, I stopped it. I'm putting it on automatic respin. You know how people like to have lots of things to watch while they're watching streams?
Yes.
You know how kids do those like side-by-side videos? Like one's like yeah. So like I'm trying to provide multiple layers of entertainment. We're testing.
So I did I was playing Final Fantasy 14, like an MMO, but MMOs are like a chill game. So I'm watching anime or Netflix on the other screen while I'm playing. Like I'm just in the dungeon, just doing my thing. I can't sit and just play a game anymore. I have to have something.
I know.
Even if I'm just listing something, like I don't know, maybe I have ADD.
My son wants the iPad and the TV on, both with shows. He'll be like, I'm watching this on this show and this on this show. Like, I can't even imagine what kids' attention spans are going to be like when they grow up.
It's gonna be
glare.
It's either we're gonna have really small attention spans, or we're just gonna be able to process information so fast. We're gonna become more like computers. But Chainlink again looks good. I still believe we're gonna pump here. This might take some time. Like the target here is $32. This could take a month, guys. This could take over a month.
A month?
Yeah, because we're on the day. Like every single candle here is a day.
$1,000 overnight.
Every candle's okay. Let's look at this for example. I'm gonna give you a previous falling wedge, right?
Okay.
We broke out. So the target of this falling wedge will be here, and boom. We didn't reach the target, so we broke out August 7th. We did not hit the target until August 20th. It took a whole month, almost a whole month. So it could take weeks. And that's if that went like pretty fast. So we could go up, kind of sideways for a bit, bounce down here, come back up, bounce down here. You know what I mean? Like that could happen. This is why I say you got to find places that you want to take profits at. Usually I like to go like right here at $25 would be a nice take profit. Right here at the top of the falling wedge would be another target to take profits, $26, or you can let it ride. And then what you do is as it starts pumping up to our target, you start moving your stop loss up and you follow it. And you move your stop loss to a point where it gets kind of like a lagging, right? It lags as it goes up. And then all of us, if you do get stopped out, you're going to eventually get stopped out in profit. So you cannot lose the trade anymore. Therefore, your mental's good. You're not FOMOing. You're not feeling any emotions. And do I sell? Do I buy?
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? You can
I
manage your
gamble so
emotions
much
that way.
better when I'm ahead than I do when I'm losing, and it's the same thing in trading. But
Mhm.
then I never sell, and
But
I
then
round
you
trip
can even
everything.
keep the trade, but pull some profits. So you can exit some of the position,
Mhm.
and choose, and that way you can take profits. You took some off the table, and you can let the trade ride. That way you
That's
can
fair.
just. So if you're more like that, you can definitely do that too. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it with DeFi yet, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. You can close the position at certain take profit. I know on weeks you can. Um, by the way, guys, our sponsor, Enclave Markets, is sponsoring this. Our
Shout out
our
Enclave, we love this,
Enclave
man.
Markets is sponsoring the charts and the channel. Fantastic, guys. I use it all the time for swaps. I put all my AVAX on there. All my AVAX on there.
Yeah,
I'm doing a lot of spot. I like to do swing trades on there. On the go. I live with my phone. Like I do everything from my phone, especially when I'm at work. It's so hard because my work computer is from like 20 years ago and it's super
I
slow.
know.
And I'm pretty sure IT is monitoring what we're doing there. So like I don't want to like be on the computer too much. So I so I do everything from my
Great.
phone and the Edge bot, honestly, right, actually you got me onto the Telegram bots and Edge bot
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Isn't it so much easier?
I sent all my AVAX to the bot, and by the time I was able to refresh, it was already there. Like I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever been in crypto where anything's been that fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I would think like I've had like when I first started using Solana, Solana was really fast. Like, wow, that's pretty quick. And then I started using the AVAX C chain. I'm like, oh, that's even quicker and
This is
cheaper
where it's at.
and
And there's so
cheaper.
many great, like, we needed a Telegram bot that, like, I firmly believe that Bonk started off slow, right?
Mhm.
And then after the Solana phone and the airdrops, like, there's so many marketing levers they have to pull. But having an AVAX trading bot, we have all the arena memes. You can trade faster there,
Yeah,
right? Like arena still gets their money. Like we're building an interconnected ecosystem that supports each other by adding these tools and overlapping businesses, and then it gives you shared marketing interests, and you can, there's so much more potential for virtual business collabs than there is in the real world. They're so very practical, they're cost effective, and you have access to so many people that you can find those collabs that make sense. You're not geographically limited to what potential partners might be in the neighborhood.
absolutely. So this is kind of what my thought process for Link has been.
Okay.
The other, and I told you this in Telegram as well. The other time frames look like we have more room to the downside. The 4 hour looks like it's going to come down. Sorry, this is
So
the
I
eight.
should sell right now.
No, well, I don't think so because you should have
But
entered.
listen, I'm farming points.
You should have been entered
And
right here.
every time I sell and
Yes,
then restart a perp trade, I get a lot of XP points.
that it's totally up to you. I still believe we can win this trade. But
But I sell it and then just get back in right after it gets down. I'm not saying leave the trade and give up on it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
could.
I'm double dipping on XP by
Then what you could do is if you're in the green, you can get out of the trade, and what you can do is, and I'll go through this right now. So
yeah, yeah,
the 8 hour is coming down. Looks like the stochastic could come down. We just gotta watch that right now. You're seeing the buying pressure on the MACD slow down. It's starting to go from like dark green to like light green, and then next as this
okay.
slows down, it'll start to go to red. The 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour again. 4 hours is coming down and resetting. Again, you're seeing the MACD doing the same thing. Their green is getting smaller, and it's we're gonna have some sell pressure. So this is what I kind of
Yeah.
think. We could come down a little bit. We can come back in the channel a little bit here. I still think the daily is gonna win out, but what I think is gonna happen is all the smaller time frames are gonna start to reset. They're all gonna come down, start to reset. And you look at the 2 hour. The 2 hour stochastic RSI is curling up, right? So let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour curling up, kind of like not rejected from the bottom line here. Maybe come back down again. So again, we could come back down here in the short term, but long term, this trade is going to win because we know what's coming in the next month or so.
Right.
So we could come down back to the bottom of the channel here. And then at that point, you would get stopped out. So you can get out and wait for the smaller time frames to reset. And then when they start
Mm-hmm.
to curl back up, that's when you get back in.
And isn't that a good trading strat? Like if you know it's going to be some time and we're going to take a little dip, like allocate that capital somewhere else to another trade or put stake it for some API somewhere where you can immediately unstake. Like, do you compound and move
I
around?
don't do that. I don't go in and out because I
Okay.
also because the timing. I like to catch the trade when I can catch it. What I do though is I put my stop losses at certain key resistance. So my stop loss
Can you
here,
explain what a stop loss is for those of us who have never used one?
so a stop loss will sell the position at a targeted price. So what I'll do, for example, is I'll put a stop loss and I'll it'll tell me. So DeFi app over here will tell you, for example, if I was to do an AVAX trade, for example, I would say, okay, I'm gonna get into AVAX right now. I'm gonna go, let's see, 1%. Why is it not working? Okay, 1% of my portfolio. So I'm gonna use, I don't know, so right now it's at 25.92. So I'm saying, you know, I'm gonna take profits at $32, right?
Okay.
And my stop loss. Why is this showing me?
What are profits? Can you also go over what profits are?
Yes, give me
I
one.
also don't have experience with those.
Okay, so take profit would be $32. So take profit is.
I'm being funny. You're supposed to laugh at me.
Oh, I have no idea. So I'm a robot. It just goes over my
I
head.
said, can you also explain profits? Because I don't know what they mean.
Can you play profits?
I don't know how to take profits.
Oh,
Explain profits.
I'm going to.
It's a joke. I guess it's not funny anymore. The audience was laughing, I'm sure, hilariously. And you just really just,
All right.
wow.
You got me. You got me while my
Missed
gears were going. So our stop loss would be, for example, we have 1% of our portfolio. Say our stop loss would be $21. So that would be $16 loss. So that's say
Mhm.
for example, if I'm trading with $1,000 portfolio, 1% of my portfolio would be $10. So we don't want to be at $21. So 22. So we go like I don't know 25. No, we go to 23. There we go. $23 would give you a $9 loss. So it's $19 for nine. That's not a great. You want to try to do it at least a 3-to-1 risk versus reward ratio. So if you see my trade
Mhm.
here, when I put these trades out in Telegram, you'll see your stop loss. It's the red here, stop, and it'll say in brackets 5.44%. Right? So
Right.
you would take to find out how much USDC or you put in the trade, you would calculate your portfolio. Oops, you would calculate your portfolio size. Crap, you can't see my calculator.
Mm-mm.
Well, this no. Let me
Well,
see.
just tell it's math.
Okay, so I'll do it like
Mike will speak the formula for you later.
I'll speak it and then you guys can see because I have the
Yeah.
window capture. I don't have the browser capture. So it would
Well,
be a
you have to
thousand
imagine we
dollars.
never, hey, listen, time out. I know I keep interrupting you, but we never promote your Wednesday trading show where you literally sit down and do this for an hour. Like
Yes,
it's all
or
focused
longer.
on educating people. So on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock, if you are interested in learning more about trading, tune into Mike's show. Give him a follow.
Tomorrow,
Like
9 p.m.
the
We're gonna go through this all
only
again.
the only trades that I win on are the ones that he recommends me. And I also go in like the percentage of my DGen portfolio is always 100% in
Absolutely.
whatever I'm doing. And then I lose it
But you,
all.
but you,
And then
but
I
the
get
thing is, you
more
can
DGen
control.
money.
So you can go 100. You can full port it, but you set a stop loss. So you say, okay, you know what? I'm cool with risking this much to gain this much. So for
All right.
example, my portfolio is $1,000. You multiply 1,000 by 10%, and you'd get $10. Okay. So $10 is 1% of your trading portfolio. So now you would go and that stop loss would show 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I have my crop on, so you guys can't see this. Here we go. I'm gonna crop our cameras out. So you see here in DeFi app that you guys would get it would be you would be $9 for your stop loss. You would gain $19. So you have to figure it out. So what I did with this trade here, let me crop this again. Sorry, so you guys can see both of us. All right. So what I did with this trade here, this trade was a 7.79 to risk versus reward ratio. So my stop
Mm-hmm.
loss was under a key bottom, which I thought could be the bottom. I believe maybe we don't come back to that bottom again. I could be wrong, but
Okay.
I'm losing $10. Right? I'm risking $10. My stop loss, my take profit for Link, I believe it doesn't show here. It was $31. I believe it was like $69 to gain potentially for a $10 loss. So it was a pretty good risk versus reward ratio. That's how I look at it. And it's kind of like gambling.
Yeah.
Like you're not gambling because you're using more knowledge. You have it's way better than poker, but in a sense, like you understand that things could happen in the market. There's liquidity guys. You don't know what the market makers are going to do,
Right.
and
And there's a lot of crime. I mean, we call it crime, manipulation, whatever.
absolutely, and they'll
People
catch you
talk
on both
about it in
sides.
crypto, but it's the biggest scam in the stock market. I mean, the coordinated movements across markets have been
Yes,
a thing since the beginning of time. So when people fud crypto specifically for that, it's just like they're defending their territory, trying to keep the narrative so that they can control all the scams. But what we're trying to do here is build technology and interfaces that prevent the scams and can
yes,
track repetitive behaviors and see who's manipulating markets and give them consequences instead of free passes.
absolutely. And if you're only trading with 1% of your portfolio, you have to lose 100 trades to like. You're not gonna lose 100 trades in a row. Like, I hope not. Like, if you're losing 100 trades in a row, like just stop. Just
What
stop.
percentage do you
Or
make a
tune
year?
into my streams and or just demo trade. That's another thing about I like about Enclave Markets. It has demo trading. You can just demo trade and you don't have to use real money and you can practice live and to trade the patterns along, doing what I'm doing and learning the system and getting comfortable with trading it. Like I like falling wedges. I like to trade falling wedges. They
I
work
know.
more often than they don't, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just trading falling wedges. I trade what I know. So you find a system that
Yeah.
works for you. It doesn't have to be my system, can be whatever. But do it on demo trades, especially if you don't have a lot of money to be putting into this and you don't want to be like screwing around with it. You want to be careful with that money. You do your
What's
demo
your
trades to get
percentage
comfortable.
return per year, though?
Well, here's the thing. Like I'm up, for example, I'm up, like in my trade, I'm up 79% in my Solana trade. Now I'm not trading big
Okay.
money in there, but if I had a huge $100,000 portfolio and my position side was $20,000, I'm up, 79%. That's a pretty freaking good return. Like that's more than like the S&P
Yeah,
500
yeah,
this
yeah.
year.
No, I'm not. I'm just curious. I'm not betting.
No, no,
I like to make
I'm
sales
just
and
saying
exit.
like that's the idea that you can make. But if you make this is the way I look at it, and this is honestly how I plan to make a lot of my money next bull market. I'm gonna do a lot of swing
Okay.
trades. No liquidations, no stop loss. Don't need any of that. Just swing trades. I'm gonna sell tops, buy dips, right? And you gotta think about it. If you have $100,000, $200,000, no matter how much dollars you have,
Right.
you know, if crypto goes up, has a 20 a month that does 20% green month. That's great, right? And then like that's more than some people hope to make in the entire year of traditional investing.
I know.
And you can make that in 1 month in crypto, and that's just buying and holding. Just you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's that's why everybody gets so like crazy about leverage trading. Leverage trading's fun, but like it's super hard and super risky. Where like honestly, just buying and doing swing trades, you can compound your assets pretty quick. If you think
That's
about it,
true.
if you have $100,000 trading portfolio and you do 3 trades and you make 20% trades in 1 year, you're good. You did
Yeah.
good. You paid
That's
yourself for the
fair.
year, right?
I mean, I think like the cool thing about our kind of combination is like I'm learning to be more principled and maybe you're exposing to a little more risk and like there has to be maybe we discover this like multi-tiered you apportion 80% to this safe we'll write a book about it someday when we're
And it's
billionaires.
perfect. I have my risk profile. You have your risk profile. I think we should give the information for everybody to take. Again, this is why we
Yeah.
say like do your system, do what works for you. Take profit. Like for me, like I've been getting destroyed by staying in trades too long. So what I'm doing is I'm taking
Yep.
profits early. I'm just paying myself early. The trade may rip after. I don't care. I paid myself. I don't
Yep.
care. I don't care if I'm gonna make $20 at a
Greed
time.
gets me
And
every time.
but
I'm like it's going to the moon.
I plan to be here for
Infinity.
years. All right.
GameStop is never going to stop going up. I'm holding this MFR forever.
Absolutely. I like the
But it
stock.
did kind of work for a while until it didn't work. But I still live well.
So let's take a look at the other coins. So let's take a look
Okay.
at Solana. Solana again, rising wedge, doing very well in the trade.
It
We're
says V chain.
what was that?
I see V chain on my screen.
No, I'm not Solana.
There we go. Now it's never mind. It's a lag.
Like no, we're
I
good. We're
was
good.
figured I have a lag over here.
So Solana is above the point of control in the VRVP. You can see here, and there's not a whole lot of like volume above it, so like it can rip, right? Usually it likes to go to gaps. So Solana's looking pretty good to almost like $300. Like I have this target up to
What?
$277. Yeah, man. Uh,
You just made so many people on the internet happy.
Solana looks
What's the
pretty
time frame
good.
for that?
Again, we're on the daily, so this could take a while. This could go. So what you want to look at in these patterns is the volatility gets huge, then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller
Uh-huh.
until it finally has to burst out. Has to make a decision, up or down, right? So eventually, it's gonna. I believe this pattern will break up more often than not. So I believe this can go up. A look at the daily stochastic RSI starting to get high here, but the RSI is not very high. The RSI is low. Selling pressure just
Right.
starting on the MACD, and we're above a pretty big volume wick. If we can break through this volume wick here right now, we're kind of fun. You know, actually, we're above it. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. We're above this big volume. Like look where we are right now. There's nothing really above here. So,
Right.
Solana looking really good. And I'm gonna go through all my altcoins. And I'm gonna go to tell you why I think they're bullish, even though Bitcoin is having a dip right now. So then we'll look
Okay.
at this is why Solana is looking really good. We're gonna look at what's the other one? I'm in VeChain. I'm in a VeChain trade as well. So VeChain, I found a little the bigger pattern here on the daily, but I saw a falling wedge inside the pattern, and I trade the
Okay.
falling wedge. I got in here right at the reversal here. Looks like we're just making a little bit of flag. So my idea is I can either do one or two things. I can take this trade and take profit to the top of the channel again, and then just let it do its thing and
Mhm.
then burst out eventually. Which most likely I'm kind of like thinking that's what's going to happen. I don't want to be in this
Yeah.
trade for forever. So what I'll
Quarter
do is
turn.
I'll see if I can get maybe up to here. So 0.25 cents, which would be another resistance level. So if we can right now it looks like we're gonna come down here, maybe bounce, make it high or low, and then come back up, maybe to the top of the channel. So this is my line here. It's up to 2.6 cents. I probably
Mhm.
take profits before that, but looks like we got rejected by the daily 200-day moving average. But when we do close a candle above that daily 200 moving average, it's going to be fireworks.
Right.
And
Don't you know if VeChain is the one that's associated with the influencer fight club, right?
they're
Or they're sponsoring it.
they're with UFC actually, and they're working with UFC. A lot of the
Okay.
fighters are on there because the
Ross.
IFC, UFC and
Yep.
fighting. Dana White is a partner with VeChain right now. So a lot of really
Like
good
so it's
partnerships.
like Tyson and some of the old gamer crew and Ellie. Like
Ellie is
so
did Power
cool.
Slap actually. She won her first match.
I saw that. It's just cool to see people that you've known in crypto for years, like
They're killing it.
spreading their wings. And like she was a child actor. I know I'm way off topic, but like she did a child show. Like she's just
Did she really?
done all these cool things and lived in Thailand and just like
Oh wow.
living her best life. And I think
And she's
that's how we
Canadian.
were meant to live. You what?
She's Canadian.
She is?
She is.
I would have never guessed. She's so much cooler. Just kidding.
I don't think she lives in Canada anymore.
Yeah. No, I think
She
yeah,
got
we're
out.
out.
She got out.
Yeah.
So VeChain
Well, you're
again
gonna
looking really good. My target for this daily was like 3 cents. So that's like a what does that move? That's like almost 100x, 100% from here, right? No,
big.
39%. So not 100x, but again, $4, 4 cents would be 100x for now. So
Mhm.
pretty good pump. Again, altcoin season is coming soon, guys. Like we have maybe September might be sideways. October's got we got it's gonna happen in October. It's gonna happen
Right.
like rates are gonna get cut. I believe it might be a sell the news event, but after that, like it'll come right back up. They're gonna play games. But again, I'm looking at the MACD, the selling pressure is slowly dying here, and you can see it's getting smaller. So the next, I expect it to start green again. So I think we're gonna like tomorrow's Wednesday. I believe there's some information coming out of the U.S. tomorrow's. So maybe after that we might have a pump day tomorrow. I still looking good. I still feel very confident in all these trades I'm in. I know they're down a little bit. They're kind of all over the place, But
Yeah.
I got into these trades expecting to be in here for even weeks if I have to be. And my stop losses are at low levels here, at key support levels. Like this stop loss for V chain, I'm not until this red line down here. Like it would have to fully lose my falling wedge for me
Right.
to be out of this trade. So I'm willing to let it wiggle. I'm willing to be in the red for a bit, and I've done this before where I've been in the red for weeks, and all of a sudden, boom, you get the pump, and you're in the ground. And what you could do, you can add to your position every time there's a dip. You can add more to your position. So if you have like on DeFi app, you can have like a if you're on isolated combined, you can just do another trade. It'll add that margin into the same trade and it'll lower your entry price. So you're building the position on the way down. That way, when it does come back up, you don't need to for it to go as high to get into profits again. So you can actually build your positions, make it even bigger, and make more gains that way. Little tricks of
Yeah.
the trade there. So VeChain looks good. Solana looks good. Let's look at Home. I actually bought more Home.
Please. You did.
I
How
bought
are
the.
you feeling? Are you still like, I know
I
I
totally fucking
drug
bought the
you?
top. No, I'm kidding. I bought the local top. I bought the local top.
Okay.
So, I feel very good. Home still looks good. It's actually it's a really cool coin. Like really, it makes good patterns. Like it follows technical analysis pretty well. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
like to see because you don't see that in a lot of meme coins. They're just like fucking all over the place.
Well, it's not a meme coin. This is a utility
I know.
token for the
That's why I'm saying.
platform.
Like you see, like shit coins that just are
Right.
all over the place, and you don't know what the hell to make it. This actually follows technical analysis pretty well. So what I did see though is cat ears. I like this the
What
trade
are cat ears?
the trader that I follow reverses them cat ears.
The,
It's a double
the
top
names that
essentially.
you guys come up with,
It's not mine. That's the crypto lifer. I totally stole that. I love it. Uh,
chicken ball pattern. I think I've seen that
Picking
one.
balls.
Sorry.
I have a friend of mine does T Rex. He makes a T Rex drawing on the charts.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
So you have
Totally seen
essentially it's a double top. It's a double top. We're most likely to come back down. So what I did is I put some support and resistance levels here. So we lost this, and the next level would be here. Looks like we're having a little bit of a bounce, so that's pretty good to see if we can just maybe that's the stop, right? And I'll pull
Yep.
a fib here, a Fibonacci to see like potentially where we can go down to. So what you would
Yeah.
do if you're pulling a fib, you go right from where the pump starts and you go to the top, the highest wick. So it looks like here we lost the 786, which is a pretty good place to bounce at, and we're coming back up to the 786. So that might be it. That might be the end. The end of this move. It might have finished.
Interesting.
But what I do have is, do we lose the support line? So where this move came up and stopped here and bounced, that's support. So
Yep.
do we bounce off that support? If we lose that support, we're gonna go here where we've had support here. So this is where you go back to. I don't know where it's gonna go, so I gotta just follow key levels that it stopped at before,
Yep.
and then you
And
keep.
that makes sense. And I'll just add my perspective as an ambassador, and I do a few other things for the company. If you are interested in running a faction, there is no better reward pool to tap into than the DeFi app community. We low efforted it last quarter or season one. I made like $7,500. I didn't take it seriously because I had no idea it was as big of a project as it was. I was excited about it, but they have taken off. And I just attended the ambassador call. There's a lot coming in terms of token, so like me and Mike both have those different perspectives here again, right? Like he's so good with the technical analysis. And then I just have that little bit of perspective. Like there are, I've met the team, we've had them on spaces and just, I'm a vibe trader, and I lose a lot more than most people, but when I win, it more than exceeds because I have
Absolutely.
that delusional conviction that makes me hold way longer than any rational human being would.
So home on the 1 hourly, stochastic RSI is coming up. So this
Okay.
could be the bounce. Like this could just be bouncing here and that's it. Like so
Okay.
what I would look for to see like are we reversing trend would be this would bounce, it would take out this let's right here, this low, or so this little
Yeah.
high here, this little bounce. It would take out this bounce, it would go up, come down, make a higher low, and then that's it. That's reverse trend. The trend is reversed. So that's what we're gonna wait
What
for.
chart is this? Is this the hour?
So this is the hourly chart. You can look on it
Okay.
on whatever chart you want. It's just
Yeah,
zooming in
yeah,
or
yeah.
zooming out, right? So you
Yep.
want it to do like something like this. So it came down like this. You want it to come up, break this previous high, bounce down here, make a higher low, and then off we go. And that makes,
Yeah.
as you can see here, an inverted head and shoulders.
Very nice.
So inverted head and shoulders is a bullish pattern, just like a head and
I
shoulders is a
remember
pattern.
that from last time.
So
I'm learning things every single time we do these charts. I get this much smarter.
there you
I
go.
still make
That's
terrible trading decisions.
that's what I'm
No,
trying to do. I'm trying to help people. Like I'm learning live too. Like me teaching is
yeah,
also helping me learn because I'm still
yeah,
a student in trading myself. I've been trading for about a year. I'm not like a professional trader by any means. It's not financial advice, but I'm as I learn things, I show it with you. And look, in the Telegram, I post my trades, but I'm always up for debate. Maybe you guys see something that I don't, and that's why we should have a conversation about it.
yeah. I
So
agree.
the altcoins look good. Why do I still think, even though Bitcoin was at 112,000 today, now it went down to 110, now it's back at 111? What the
I
hell's going
wondered
on?
last I thought it was 11.
My bread and butter here. If you don't follow anything or you don't look at anything, just look at these two charts: Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance. Bitcoin dominance rolled over pretty hard. This is why I'm saying, man, altcoins are looking good right now. This is the daily chart. So more accurate. I have Bitcoin now. The next target's 56%, right? You can see the MACD rolling over,
Yeah,
stochastic RSI rolling over, RSI rolling over, right? We've now lost this point of control in the VRVP. There's not much volume here. We're coming down. That's I it'd be something would have to catastrophically change for this to change due to you. So
right.
until like right now, we're continuing to break the trend. So what you're probably gonna see is something like this. It'll come down, it'll stop at some point, make some sort of pattern like this, come down again, stop at some point, do something like this, and come back down again. So that's what you're looking at. Altcoins are doing very well, like, and you can see that Bitcoin dumps and altcoins are not like going down; they're holding pretty strong. So now we go to tether dominance. Tether dominance, we had a little bit of a sell off today, so tether dominance has been very volatile today. As you can see, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you guys. Oh my god, what tool am I on? Here we go. Okay, so let's zoom in really close. Look at these wicks here. You have huge wicks here. So these last couple days for tether dominance, really bad. But like maybe we're just doing something else. We like I just showed you for Bitcoin. Boom. Maybe we make a
Yeah,
little bit of an uptrend like this, and then inevitably roll over, and the next target would be something like down here. And it just does this all the way down. It's not a straight line, right? So I'm looking at tether dominance also to roll over. It came out of, and I had to redraw this a couple times. I redrew this to make it fit because we looked like we were dumping before and we didn't. Like I can't draw this anymore. Like any other differently. This is it. It's rolling over. so
yep.
so what you're going to look for tether dominance to lose this point of control here, and there's a gap here, so it can come right down here to 4.25%. So I do see a pump for altcoins coming. September might actually be pretty good for altcoins. So keep your
Really.
eyes out for that. And I see the daily stochastic RSI on the tether dominance coming down to the bottom. We may slow down a little bit here. The selling pressure is just starting on the MACD, and the RSI is on the neutral line. So
Hmm.
I still see more room to the downside. If you're seeing Bitcoin, again, if you're going to have a whole market dump, you usually have Bitcoin dominance going up and Tether dominance going up. But Bitcoin dominance
Yeah.
rolling over and Tether dominance kind of going sideways or down, whatever. Altcoins are strong, and you see that. You see Bitcoin go down to 110,800, and the altcoins didn't really do that much. Actually, Ethereum went up. So Ethereum is also, listen to the other trade that I'm in right now. Look at this volatility. Like, remember what I showed you? The volatility is big at the beginning of the channel. Then it slows down. Then it slows down. Then it gets tight. Look at these wicks. These candles are barely not doing anything. They're almost
That's
fully
crazy.
sideways. So Ethereum's going to make a decision pretty soon. Probably like this. I got this pattern going up to like.
What's the decision going to be, though, Mike?
This is a
It's the
bull flag.
$1 million question.
This is a bull flag. I believe up. And I also have this confluence here with I put a trend line on the stochastic RSI. Like it was a downtrend. It broke the downtrend. It's curling up. The RSI is at the neutral line curling up. The MACD is showing that the selling pressure is dying off. And we're right
Right.
here at a point of control right now. So if we can get past this big wick here, like we can go all the way up to like 4,400. If we get up here, then the next gap would be 4,600. So I still believe we're going to see a $5,000 Ethereum before we see a $4,000 Ethereum, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
that's just me. What
I
I
just
did do is I
start
hid my stop
whenever I
loss right
think
here.
like I catch all the down moves when I long. So I think anytime that I just go to long ETH, I should just like pause. There's a moment between stimulus and response, and that is where your power lies. So I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna say, every time I do this shit, I get liquidated. So we're gonna go reverse and we're gonna set a stop loss.
Abs- this is why if you go on the daily, you can put your stop loss a little lower. Like you can have a bigger trade and then hide your stop. Because the thing is, when you go to different time frames and you're doing big positions with high leverage, your liquidation price is high. So you'll get liquidated before you get a steady stop loss. So if you do your position size correctly, like the way I showed you how to do it, then you can set a stop loss pretty low, and you won't get
Yeah.
liquidated because your liquidation price will be really low. So
Okay.
don't go too high leverage, and have the right position size.
Yeah.
Again, you don't have to use 1%. You can use 2%, 3%, whatever you want.
I
But
think on next week's stream, maybe I'll share my DeFi app and you can help me set up a play and we can walk people through
yeah,
how to set up, like how, where to
I
put the
can
stop loss.
I can do it from here. I'll make another thing. Like right now, I'll do display capture instead of window capture, and it'll show my whole screen.
Yeah.
But if you want, I can roll through that now.
Yeah. Probably, I want to do a little Toshi bet ridiculous
Yeah,
gambling
we'll do that.
when we wrap up this just for a minute. I'm going to do like 2 stupid bets. I don't know. I'll probably do like, I don't know, something stupid. And then if I win, we'll give that out as the prize for Friday. Maybe I'll just play like one hand of poker for $50.
There you go.
Are you good at poker?
Excuse me.
I'm not.
I like Texas Hold'em.
Okay, it's blackjack.
Blackjack. I know blackjack. I know how to play. I wouldn't say I'm like overly good at it, but Texas Hold'em, I do know how to play. Ethereum, looking pretty good. Like I said, I have this target up at $5,700 to be honest, because we're on the daily. So what you do is you take the length of the pole here, and you put it here, and again, $5,700. Like Ethereum's gonna pump. It's coming, guys. And I'm taking stabs at the market every time. Eventually, you're gonna catch that wave. This is why I only do 1%, because eventually I'm gonna hit that wave, and I'm gonna catch the whole move up.
Right.
And it's looking like we're gonna make a decision here soon. Literally the next couple of days. Like it could be tomorrow. We could break out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Or we could break down tomorrow. Like it's one or the other. But I'm more on the breaking up, and then
doing something tomorrow.
if we look on the smaller time frames, like tomorrow morning, like 4 hours getting close to the bottom. So by the time you wake up tomorrow, 8 hours of sleep, that's 2 more candles, right? That could reset it.
Yeah.
Right. You look on the 2 hour. The 2 hours already curling up. The 1 hour. The 1 hour is curled up, kind of slowed down a little bit, but we're still in the neutral line. So I have a hard time saying that we're not going to go up. Like I'm okay. I'm fine with being wrong, but
Yeah.
ETH to 5,000 before 4,000.
I'm not.
We
When
said it
I'm
here
wrong,
live.
I just delete my tweets.
Yeah.
I'll be like, ETH to the moon, delete tweet if it goes backwards.
So the key thing here is when you set a position for a trade, set your position size correctly. That way and give yourself some wiggle room, especially when you're playing long trades like this. If you're playing the hour chart, you're in and out in a couple hours. Like you should be in and out. If you get a pump, out. Sell into that pump, because again, it's a small time frame. The bigger the time frame, the more accurate it is. That's why I'm like, I've been kind of getting chopped out of the smaller time frames. So you know what? I'm just gonna trade the bigger time frames, and these patterns will pump way more, right? So what you can do is as you're pumping, yeah, you have to be patient. Absolutely. But again, if we believe we might have, only a couple months left in this bull market, like you might not have to wait too long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I cannot log into my Toshi bet from this computer. I just realized I don't remember my password, and I was just trying to log in on that computer, and I can't figure it out. So we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna do that next week, or I might pop on and do. If I'm not too tired to stream after we get off this, once I reset my password.
Boom. Nah, no worries. It's all good. Needless to say, I believe alts are going up. the Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance show me that a lot of these coins are making pretty nice patterns. I cannot finish the stream without talking about AVAX. AVAX
Yeah.
again. We did this. What I think I put this chart out 2 weeks ago, 2 episodes
Yep.
ago. It's been following my pattern. It's doing its thing. It's AVAX is vibing, man. So I'm looking at AVAX to hit the top of the channel again. If it doesn't break out here, we'll come back to the bottom of the channel. So I still had this going out, and I believe I said this last time. This could take till like October.
Okay.
So I still see a $36
for all the AVAX maxis that have been waiting. We've been toying in this range, and then we'll start getting on a good run, and something happens in the market, and it's frustrating waiting, right? But then you gotta think, like, where else in the world can you put a couple $1,000s in a market and 6 months later have $1 million? Like, not very many. So, like, you can't, like, be grateful for what we have here. Right?
Valhalla will come, but you have to wait for this pattern to kind of start to get tight. So what you can do is wait. I'll tell you one thing. Look at the daily the RSI. It's pretty high. It still has more room to go up. Like, I still believe it could probably hit the top of the channel. Maybe get stopped out by this previous resistance up here. So you wait for the RSI to start curling down, the daily to reset. That will make it move back to the bottom of the channel. And what you can do is you can get it in around there. So you can do something like this. You can get in, maybe we come back down here. So say you get in right there. Your stop loss would be under a big wick right here. Like, I would go right under there, right? Because I don't think especially if we're in an uptrend here on the bottom side here, you're probably not going to hit that again. If you hit that again, then the trend is over. Like, you're done. So you get in here, and your stop, and then your target would be $36. So it's a 4.21% risk versus reward ratio. You put your position size, your stop loss is 10.25%. So whatever size you put in, $500 USDC, whatever position size, divide it by 10.25% to get your position size. And then you can then you'll know where to put your stop loss. That whatever that number gives you is how much you should lose in your stop loss.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So again, you're gonna have a good entry for AVAX. Like, it's coming. Like, just wait for this to kind of come off, reset down here, and you might have a really nice entry for AVAX.
I'm gonna post this tomorrow for the AVAX maxis.
Just they're gonna
love it.
Just be patient. Again, we could break out tomorrow. Like, this could continue to go up, and this gets overheated. Our side goes up. Like, MACD looking like buying pressure. Like, it could happen. But then at that point, just trade the breakout. If you trade the breakout, you trade it like this and put your stop loss for falling back into the channel. And then what you would do is you'd go like that, and you'd still have 6.78 risk reward ratio. And then if it goes back in the channel, you cut off the trade, wait for it to hit the bottom of the channel, get back in there.
So, Crypto just said great financial advice.
There you go. It's not financial advice.
This is friendly chatter about our own personal
I am not
things.
a professional. Wow, you put your stop loss here.
From Kazakhstan, and it's not even a real country, so you can't hold them in any courts.
Well, now that Kazakhstan has a strategic Bitcoin reserve, maybe it is a real country now. It's more.
You should apply to be president. You should become a resident. Let's take over a country.
Wow, hello. Please vote for me for president. I want to give people
on the premise that we're gonna buy a faltering country and make it the Bitcoin crypto capital of the world.
Yes, I want to give every single person's 1 Bitcoin miners, and we will prosecute any paper hands, and they go straight to jail. Only diamond hands will be in Kazakhstan. Right to jail. Please vote for me. Number 1, diamond hands.
Yeah, and we'll just drown them. Anyone who sells, out to the sharks. And we'll build our little utopia.
Do you remember the movie?
And we'll have so much crypto. We'll just import all of the exotic goods from around the world, and we'll be like, "Sorry, you faded, bro. Limited room on the island. You're gonna have to go build your own island. We're on AVAX Island."
Did you watch with Sacha Baron Cohen the movie The Dictator?
No.
So
Sounds familiar.
he was like the president of like a dictatorship country. Anytime he's like he didn't like somebody saying something, he would go to his guards and go, kill, like kill.
Off the
So he'd be like, oh, okay. That's what do. Oh, you sold Bitcoin? Done.
NYC Crypto said he's going super long once AVAX breaks 27. What do you think about that? Is that do you see 27 as just a major resistance where that could be a takeoff point for us?
27? Not really. To be honest, like um I'm looking at the VRVP here. Like there's not really honestly, I would just trade the breaking wedge. Like look at this gap here in the VRVP. We
Yeah.
like we're already above it. Like I don't know, like where do we stop at $27 at anywhere really?
Yeah.
Like I feel like 26, 25. There's a lot of resistance around there, but like we're kind of above it already.
Well,
We're at
maybe that's
26
but yeah,
bucks.
we're if we say above 20, I mean we've teased above 26 today. I can't see where we're at now.
Again,
But yeah, it might be safe to wait until it gets to 27 to show that it's really breaking out, right?
but
Because
like
we
the
have been
number doesn't mean anything. Like you have to look at the indicators, right? If you're at
okay.
$27, but the stochastic RSI is super overheated, you're more likely than kind of
Ooh,
gonna come down, right? Mind you,
good
if you're at
point.
20, like for example, if you're at $27 and the stochastic RSI is down here and curling up, then okay, I can
Yeah,
believe momentum
yeah.
is coming,
So
right?
tell your two things. Like for beginner traders like me, Mike gave me some really good advice. Can you explain the RSI and the Scholastic RSI?
Yeah.
I had no idea what they were, and I have it. They are like you just
Mhm.
said, indicators of what might be coming, and the patterns tend to play out. So can you, for the rest of the
Absolutely.
uneducated?
So the VRVP here is the volume index, the buys and sells, basically buying pressure. The MACD is a mix of it's an indicator that has a bunch of different indicators in it. It basically shows the buying pressure, the waves of buying and selling pressure, right? You can see when a wave of buying pressure starts to slow down, and when the selling pressure starts to slow down as well. That's kind of like just giving you, it gives you the waves. You follow the waves of crypto of the buying and selling.
Yeah.
Stochastic
And then
RSI is pretty sensitive.
those in relation to the price action and kind of
It's volume.
visualize
Everything's
pattern.
volume, right? Like how many buyers
Yeah.
and sellers. Like that's literally what makes markets go up or down. Is it if there are more
Yeah.
buyers than sellers, then the price goes up. If there's more sellers than buyers, markets go down, right? So based on
Yeah.
those fundamentals, we know that like that's what these indicators are showing, right? Buying and selling pressure. Stochastic RSI itself is relative strength index, the strength of the coin, strength of the move. RSI is a little bit more sensitive. So
Hmm.
stochastic will kind of like move. It'll oscillate a lot more than the RSI will. So you don't always put your weight on there. You got to look at both. But again,
Okay.
this gives you the waves of the movement. You can almost see that it looks like the same thing as price action, right? You have moves
Right.
coming up. You're up in the overheated zone into a pump, and then it starts to roll over, and then you hit a bottom, and then boom, you hit the bottom. Like it's the waves of the market, right? So
Yeah.
the stochastic RSI, like if you're in the middle here, this line above 50 is neutral. Below, 18 here is bottom, and below it is oversold. Above this line here at 79.80 is overbought. So we're getting into that overbought territory. Again,
Okay.
we could stay up here for a bit, as you can see, like during a pump. So this can go up, break out, and then find a local top, bounce, make a higher low, and continue on so forth. But I'm just saying, like, getting in now, you just got to understand that, like, the stochastic RSI is getting heated. But again, the MACD is flipping green here, right? So we're starting to get
Right.
more buy. So again, that's why I say I think we can go to the top of the channel. And
When you say MACD, I think Mickey D's.
I know
I've always said MACD. Is that the do
it's
people call it
it's
MACD?
MACD. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So that's what those indicators, that's what I look for. It's just really giving me momentum and follow through. That's just why like I start with the daily, and then I'll look at like the smaller time frames to catch the, you can see when the move starts. Like if we're gonna have a pump, you can see the momentum curling up on the smaller time frame. So you go
Yeah.
from the daily to, for example, the 8 hour. And the 8 hour, again, the stochastic RSI is up and it's already arching. It's starting to curl over. So it looks like it's going to come, make it a move down. I'm forecasting, I'm going ahead. I'm trying to forecast what I think is going to happen ahead of
Right.
time, right? So I believe it's going to make something
It's a
like this.
fortune teller. This is the
Yeah,
palm.
there's no perfect science to it, of course, but like you backtrack it with previous data, and like usually, you have arches, and the price comes down, like it's following it perfectly, right?
For sure.
So
Yeah.
the 8 hour looks like it's starting to curl down. Okay, okay, what is the 4 hour looking like? The 4 hour curled down already. We're bouncing. We're probably making a lower high, and we're gonna come down again, right?
Mhm.
Right. The 2 hour still low or curling up. Maybe we may have a little bit of a short term pump, and then because this is a smaller time frame, or the 2 hour might be the start of the bounce. Like that's your bounce. Like, and then I look at here at my moving averages. I told you how much I like the 21-day moving average. We
Yeah.
made a flag on the 21 on the 2 hour here, right? A bull flag, and we broke out of the bull flag. This is why again,
Mhm.
but this move could bring you to that top of the channel. There you go. Perfect.
Right.
And this is why I said I think we can go to the top of the channel, and I just showed you here why. Right now, you see
Yeah.
the 2 hour chart, top of the channel. Now we'll probably make another flag at that point, and whether we go up or not is another story. Again, we could break out here. You can see the uptrend back to the 21,
Yeah.
uptrend back to the 21, maybe a pump
Okay, now can you
and back to the
say
21
this
again.
all again 10 times slower and for a 5-year-old? I'm just kidding. But we'll do that next week. I think like there's a lot of beginner traders in our
Yeah,
community,
yeah.
and you are so freaking smart, dude. Like I see some of it, but then I get a little lost. So even like,
Absolutely.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
also stream tomorrow, guys. I stream at 9 p.m.
yeah.
The Modern Canadian stream. So I'll be on there, and I stream on Arena. I stream on X. I stream on YouTube. So I will also be breaking it down exactly what I did today. We're gonna do it again tomorrow, and we'll see. We'll have a whole nother day of data to see where we are, and might be a nice green day for for the charts. So we'll have to see. We'll
I
have to wait and
love
see.
that band.
But
It takes me back.
we are looking good. I'm actually I'm pretty bullish right now. Until something changes. The trend is your friend until the end, and until the trend changes, I'm bullish.
I like it. Well, I think it's been a good show. Again, sorry, apologies for Javi not making it. I haven't checked my DMs. I'm sure something came up for him. The life of a crypto Twitter rock star. He's at the top of every Kaido leaderboard, plus running probably the one of the biggest and best and most active communities on that Kaido leaderboard. So mad props to him. We'll get him on again. And this has been a great show. We'll put out some clips tomorrow on the price action that we're expecting. And I'm excited to see how it plays out this week.
Awesome. And make sure you guys tune in next week because it's episode 10, and we're gonna give away a Ledger Nano S and maybe something else. I might cook something. I might cook up something, and maybe we can do a pretty cool giveaway or something like that.
Yeah,
So
we'll think of a cool way to give it away.
absolutely. So
Something that nobody's ever done before. If you have suggestions, let us know.
yeah, so if you guys have suggestions, make sure you guys follow us on all the socials, YouTube, Arena, X, and then give us some ideas. What do you got? What would you got? What do you guys want? Right? What do you guys want? And make sure you guys join our Telegram here. That way, join the Mickles community. The community. All my trades go through there.
We're not renaming it. We just need to rename it Mick and Mike's. Mick and Mike's Mickles points.
M&Ms. M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Let's go.
M&Ms. Oh my God. Problem solved.
M&Ms and Alpha.
Okay, so listen. So NYC Crypto said, okay, let me rephrase when we close above 26 on the daily. And he said, thanks for the education.
Hey, anytime. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I honestly, you know what? Honestly, it's the biggest flex for me. Like honestly, it's my like long term goal is like I want like obviously I want to become wealthy. I want to become rich, but like I
Yeah.
want to make somebody else rich. I want to be like
Yeah.
like what I've taught somebody changed their life and made them wealthy or put them on the trajectory. Like
Yeah.
that means more to me than me becoming rich. Like honestly, I feel
Yeah.
like way more value to that.
Me
Like
too.
that's
I don't want to do it. And that's funny. Like you're like helping individuals with this specific, like my goal is to provide massive access to this information for like
Mhm.
the people that are least likely to get it and make it like accessible in a terms and language they can understand and how they can participate in meaningful ways in crypto that will improve their lives and not be chasing meme coins. Because it's sad when I see these communities come over and they get sold on the promise of crypto and then
okay.
the flash meme coins, and
You
they
just
come
gave
in
me
with
a
something
really
else
good
they
idea.
have.
Why
Yeah.
don't we do one of our streams? Let's do an AMA. Let's do an AMA where we can get people to ask questions, especially when it comes to the trading stuff.
Yeah.
They can pick our brains. We can what
Yeah.
we can do is we can do our live stream and we'll host a space and then people
At the
can
same time.
talk. Yeah, I'll figure out how to do it.
You're good at tech.
I'll try. I'll figure out how I can do that, and how we can get the space and the audio. I don't know if I can because I don't have a mixer. But we'll figure out a way to do an AMA, whether it's maybe even like just on the Telegram. You get on the Telegram,
Yeah.
put your questions in. We'll put it live on the Telegram and we'll put it all together. Because I can do that from the computer. I can also just get
Okay.
the audio from the computer. So yeah, maybe
I think that's great. More interactive ways, like we can always read comments and stuff, but sometimes that back and forth is really great too. And to provide the visuals alongside of the people listening in the space, I think that's kind of the thing missing from spaces. You can pin things to the post, but you can't.
I think we should do it in Telegram. Let's get people into Telegram. We'll post it on. You don't want to do that?
I don't want to do it in the Telegram. I want to do it on X.
On X? Okay, I'll see if I can do a space.
With our community. Like we want our community to be able to ask questions, but like I'm learning out loud and getting, that's one of Elon's things too, right? Like information should be free, like help people. So I don't know. Yeah,
let's do it. We're gonna figure this out in the back channels. But guys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for the questions. I hope you got some idea of what's going on in the market. The market looks pretty good. Again, like we don't have a lot of time left. Like it could be a couple months. I don't think we got 6 months left in the market. I could be wrong, but I think we're unlikely to have 6 months. I think 3, 4. But October 1st, quarter 4 starts, and that's it, man. The last 3 months of the year, it might be fireworks, and Christmas might be very nice for altcoin holders.
We need to get an expert on too. Just with everything you were saying, it made me think we need to get someone on from 2017, 2018, who's been through multiple market cycles and help people with strategies to prepare for the bull, especially people who are full-time employed.
I've been around since 2017.
Yeah, but you haven't been full-time employed. So what are these people going to do when the jobs dry up? Like how, and I've survived some cycles, and I know a lot of other people that came in 21 with me, and we had a long bear market until this last year.
Exactly what I'm working on right now. It's like if I become wealthy with crypto, how do I position my capital to not have to work anymore? So I'm literally studying that right now. That was what I've been doing all day at work today. But that's awesome.
Will you be my portfolio manager?
Pardon me?
Will you be my portfolio manager? Can I just hire you? How does this work?
I'll try. I'll do my best. No promises. Not financial advice. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. We got some exciting things coming in the pipeline. And yeah, man, that's it. That's it for me. Guys, have a great one. Thank you for coming by. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.